Okay, let's do this then. As you've seen by the title, we're going to be talking about ethno nationalism and civic nationalism. As you probably know by now, I'm an ethno nationalist. I was an anarchist a few years ago. I'm now a ethno nationalist. I believe that the indigenous people of this land should come first. Yeah. I believe that to be British, you have to have the ancestral DNA that links you back to the past population of these lands. But I cover all this in this, so we're gonna get straight into it. There is also a little sort of graph thing here, but I'm gonna put that up on the screen when we get to that. So I'm gonna read all the writing, give my opinion, and we're gonna go over that, and then I'll finalise it off my final opinions. And yeah, so straight into it. Ethno versus civic nationalism. What's the difference? What makes a nation be united? Is it sharing a passport, or is it sharing the ancestral DNA of the lands you live in? Ethno nationalism's core concept is sharing the ancestry that links you back to the indigenous populations makes you British, whereas civic nationalism is just about having British citizenship. People like Axel Rudikabana, despite being born in Wales to Rwandan parents, would be considered Welsh under civic nationalism. He is of foreign descent, so how can he be British? That would place ethnically British men and women in the same label of a Rwandan murderer. Ethno-nationalism believes that the indigenous British have an inseparable bond with their ancestral homeland and will refuse to be replaced in their homeland by people who have no DNA of these lands. So we'll go over this first, and then I'll put the photo up and we'll talk about that. So what I think is, we'll talk about Axel Rudikabana for a second. Obviously, as many of you will know, Southport killings, 3 young girls were slain at a Taylor Swift dance class by him. And I don't understand how people can look at him and go, oh yeah, he's as British as the next. It makes no sense to me at all. Just because I'm born in Nigeria does not make me Nigerian. Having Nigerian DNA and blood is what makes me Nigerian. Nationality is the most stupid, pointless thing ever. The only thing that matters is ethnicity, and ethnically, he's Rwandan, right? His parents are Rwandan. They emigrated from Rwanda and immigrated to England, had him. So he was, the only thing British about him was the fact he was born in Wales. They immigrated from Rwanda to Wales, had him, and that makes him British. Being born to people of a foreign descent means you are that descent. You cannot change your genetics. Having a piece of paper and a little booklet that says British passport does not change where you're from. And it's just absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion, that somebody like that can be classed as British. That means you're putting good, hard-working, ethnically British men, women and children in the same category of people as a absolute vile, horrible excuse of a man. And I think why ethnicity is so important is because we're seeing a complete demographic change, okay? The white British, who are the indigenous population of this land, are being replaced in our own countries. How is that even being allowed to even come close to happening? The British public have never voted for mass immigration. We were never asked if we wanted it. And even if we were asked, we never bloody wanted it and we would have said no. I mean, you can look at videos all over of archive videos of people saying how they don't feel safe anymore. Even back in the 50s, when Britain was still 99.9% white British, we had about 200,000 immigrants who were not British in 1951, yet people still felt threatened and attacked and unable to function safely because of the small amount of people that they have now. It is estimated now that there is 700,000 to 1 million illegal immigrants in the United Kingdom. So when you think about the massive difference in numbers, then clearly, if they didn't feel safe, how are we meant to feel safe when we see time after time after time again these people, these invaders who have no right to be here, attacking women, killing children, attacking soldiers? Like, just because you are born in a country does not make you that ethnicity. Nationality is just stupid. But I'm going to put the photo up of the graphs now. So as you can see, it's changed a lot. I mean, let me grab this so I can just have a little read. 2001, 87.5%. 2021, 74.4%. So that's 13.1% drop in 20 years. So when you think about it, really, in another 40 years, we could be a minority, and we will be a minority if the trends stay the same. The only way to reverse this is remigration and removal of immigrants who have failed to assimilate and who have come here illegally. We need to close the borders. We need to improve and increase the white British birth rate from 54% up all the way up to 100%. That is the only way we can preserve our people. So, at the end of the day, to finish it off, the only way to really be a sensible person who's proud of their people and proud of the country and proud of their heritage is to be an ethno-nationalist. Oh, there's a cat. I was confusing, but yeah. You can't claim to be as British as somebody else when you're born to parents who are not ethnically British. There's a good old saying, if a pig is born in the barn, it's a pig. But if a pig is born in a stable, is it a horse? No, of course it's not. It's a bloody pig. So just because you're born somewhere doesn't change what you are. I mean, if I was bloody born in Nigeria, I'm not Nigerian. If I was bloody born in Spain, I'm not Spanish. So all I can really say is people need to realise that the white British ethnicity is being walked on. We are being replaced in our own lands, and we are having people tell us that they're as British as us. I mean, on my TikTok the other day, I complained about how I was talking about immigration to someone, and this black person started speaking. He was like, I'm British through and through. No, you're not. You're not. You are not part of the indigenous population. You do not have that indigenous blood that links you back to this land. Just, no. That's all I've got to say. So, take that as you will. TikTok, the X, and the Discord and the Telegram will all be linked in the description per usual. Keep an eye on the TikTok. I've been posting quite a bit on there recently. Yeah. Oh, and the 10th of May, I will be in Manchester attending a nationalist conference. So I will be getting some footage of before, during the recess, and afterwards, and giving you a little update. and I'll also be having a little walk around Manchester. I'm having a look at the just the sights and the views and whatever's going on. So I'm gonna get some nice photos and videos of the architecture because it does have some beautiful buildings, Manchester. Uh, I'm gonna walk through. I'm just gonna talk and yeah, because it is obviously recently just become a white British minority city. So yeah, so that should be interesting. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, thank you for watching.